What's going on, guys? Me and the little one picked some winners for the giveaway, and nobody showed up. Um, the people for the free oil changes, nobody emailed me, even though I put their screenshots and their names and everything else. Just nobody flat out just didn't show up at all. So where we're at now is we need to figure out who are going to be the new recipients of the oil changes. And I've got a few more things I'm going to give away while we're here tonight. What's up, Joseph? For the Ford F-150 guys that got the plastic drain plug with the quick disconnect, I'm going to give away some new updated drain plugs for them. Um, there's also, I was at that, what was that place called? The discount place that me and you went to? The bargain discounts?
It's the old
Yeah,
tire place.
what was the name though? It was called Bargain Discounts, wasn't it?
Yeah, I believe so.
There was like a bargains discount thing, and when we were, the whole premise of this place is they buy new boxed stuff from like warehouses, auctions, flea markets, stuff like that. That could be a damaged box, but it's a good product inside. And what ends up happening is they put them out on these tables randomly, and then everybody that's in the store, they do like every 5 minutes they do an uncovering of like 4 tables at a time, and you could find stuff that is like super expensive on these tables, and each day has a theme. Hey, each day has a theme. Like Friday is $8. Everything you touch $8 if you want it. It could be a super expensive item if it's out on these tables. Sunday might be like $5. Saturday might be $6. Wednesday might be like $1 a box or something like that. But anyway, I found something and I want to give it away to somebody that can use it. This company actually approached me before and said they wanted to do business with me, but I was not able to do business with them. I didn't have a project car going on at the time. So if somebody has a hot rod here, somebody is building a four-wheel drive truck, somebody is putting a lot of accessories like lighting or something on your vehicle, and you want a control panel with a computer and stuff, I bought this for $8, and I want one of you guys to have it because I couldn't leave it in the middle of this table. This unit sells for about $125 to $250 depending on who you get it from. And I was like, I can't pass by this and just leave it here. I got to pick it up. It was brand new in the box, just the corners. Here it is. It's actually a 8 gang or 12 gang dimmable switch panel kit. It's got all the different colors. It's got memory function to it. It's 10 to 100% intelligent depending on how smart you want it, how you want to set it up. And everything in the box is brand new. Never been used. It's, again, about $125 to about $250 unit depending on who you pick it up from. And I wasn't going to walk away and not do something with it. I couldn't just leave it sitting there. And I was like, I'm going to pick that up for $8. And it has the computer inside. Or this is the fuse panel inside. And basically, open up the cover. Everything is fused. You run your own powers, your own ground and stuff right from this here. Each one of them has their own leg marked. 30 amp, 30 amp, 20 amp, 20 amp, 15 amp. You can change them to whatever you want. And then you slide the cover back on. Lock it back in. It comes with your main power and ground leads. Comes with extra fuses, the Allen key and everything for it. All the zip ties and stuff are still in the package, brand new. Your resettable breaker comes with it. It comes with your programmable LED panel. And it's really cool, man. It's got a lot of functions to it. 12 different options you can hook up to this, have 12 different accessories going on at all times, and actually control it right from this panel inside your vehicle. So if somebody can use this, if one of you guys were looking for a project, and you'll email me, you'll actually put the effort into emailing me, I'll send it to you. So the first person that speaks up for this unit, it's yours. I'll send it to you. I just didn't want to leave it there and it just get moved around from box to box to box. Me knowing that one of us could actually do something with it, I snagged it up. So somebody here wants it, speak for it, and I'll send it out to you. First person that says I want it, it's yours. Okay. The other thing is, there were, I don't know, nobody's speaking up, Ryan, so nobody must want it. So we're just going to leave it alone. These are the quick release oil plugs for the plastic pans on the F-150s. Dorman has come up with an upgraded version of it so you guys can not spill it all over yourself and all over the sway bar and stuff like that. So what they've done is they've created the same plastic plug, except they gave you an insert in the back of it so you can stick a flathead screwdriver in there and turn it, and it pops out and it drains out the bottom now instead of the back. So you can, girl, did you bust ass?
Huh?
Did you fart?
No. What the
Yeah,
heck?
yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
That's you just not want to admit it right now.
No, I did not.
Own it. It's a good
no,
one.
No, I did do it.
It's a good one. Own it.
I didn't.
You
I
did.
swear.
Then what is that? Did the cat go?
Might be that lady that did it.
Is it? Oh, she just finished in there. Oh God, that's rough. Close that door. Close that door. Close. Close it. Hey, no, close this door. I don't turn the fan on in there.
Okay.
It was Mom. Oh wow, close that door now.
Just like that.
Holy moly, that came out of nowhere. As soon as the door opened, it was like.
I'm lying.
Yeah, that happens. Oh. Sorry, guys. That was rough. Anyway, if one of you guys have an F-150, and you guys want me to send you a pair, I'll send you a pair of them. So in case you mess one up, you have a backup one. So let me know who wants them. If you guys, I'm gonna throw my email in the comment section. Well, I could. It's my last name, which is Passo. It's POISSO RICHARD.RP@gmail.com. If you want one of these drain plugs, you want me to send you a set of them, simply just say, hey man, I'd like a set of those drain plugs. I have, this F-150 with the plastic pan, and here's my address and my name. I'll get them out to you right away. Let me know. I'll get them out to you guys. What else? What else were we doing? We were gonna give away the control panel. Did nobody speak up for the control panel yet? I can't believe not a damn one of you guys want this control panel.
The oil people.
The oil people?
Yeah.
All right. You want to pick it, or do we need to pick people?
I already did pick them up too.
Should we do it with people that are here right now that are actually going to respond?
Yeah, I think we should.
You'll take the control panel? Then fine. There we go. Shannon, Lynch got it. Okay. I'll send it to you. Email me your your information. I'll get it out to you. Shannon, I'm sorry, man. What else? How about this? We give Shannon one of the oil changes.
That's fine.
Is that okay? Is that fine?
Mm-hmm.
Shannon, she says give you one of the oil changes. So that means tell me what oil and filter, or tell me what oil and filter you run on your truck or car or whatever it is, and I will Amazon the kit to you, the oil and the filter to you. So make sure you hit me up in the email for and tell me exactly what it is that you need, how much you need, the oil filter you want, and the type of vehicle you're putting it in, and your address, your name, and I'll get that sent out to you via Amazon. It's just Amazon's easier for me. I'm sorry. That's just what I use to send people stuff. What else we got? Mm, that's fine. I'll get you the oil for that, man. I ain't a cheap bastard. You know, I'll get you what you need. But email me. Don't say it. Don't tell me what you need here. Go to my email. POISSO Papa Oscar India Sam Oscar Romeo India Charlie Hotel Alpha Robert Delta. I mix my phonetics with police and parts phonetics. So again, Papa Oscar India Sam Oscar Romeo India Charlie Hotel Alpha Robert Delta .rp Romeo Paul at gmail.com. Oh, I don't. Everybody knows I'm an open book here, and I haven't given the guy. I haven't told the story on what happened yet. Yes, I haven't told the story on what happened with the guy yet. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. I want to tell the story because I think it's going to be a lesson. It's going to be a learning tool for other technicians that are out there that are trying to find a job, or people trying to move up into some kind of supervisory senior position.
I'll be back.
Um, I don't know if I should tell the story now or if I should just dedicate the video to what happened and why it all fell apart and why I didn't hire him. Um, Instead of doing it right now, it could be a learning experience, like a full blown video in the future. And it's no disrespect to the gentleman; he's still a subscriber here. I stopped talking to him as an employee on good terms. Um, and I told him I still wanted to be his friend and everything, and I'd still love for him to continue to be a subscriber here, but it just wouldn't work out with us moving forward because of specific, situation, or because of a specific scenario.
That's fine.
Okay, my new guy that's been working there, he has worked out, but he's like an apprentice type, um, maybe semi-skilled apprentice slash semi-skilled, somewhere in there. I don't know how you would rank those two. He's good. He knows he can do quite a bit, but that guy worked out. The new guy that was going to be like a senior advisor, like a sales advisor, service advisor, he didn't work out. But that's what I was just speaking about. Okay, all right. Let's put the questions on hold for right now. Jay's funny money. First time ever seen you and noticed you're alive. You're alive. Maybe you meant live. And you got some Ford content. I'm actually stuck at a gas station right now. I think my front transfer case is binding up in my '08 all-wheel drive Mountaineer. Okay, so hmm, that may be. That's going to be a hard situation. I would. You're going to have to turn the wheels a lot, like back and forth while you move the vehicle forward and back. And turning the wheels, you're going to have to see if that makes it worse or makes it better. If nothing changes, then it might be something else that's binding up and not your front diff, but that's nothing that we're not going to be able to fix something like that over the internet. That's not anything that we can fix right now. If it's not mechanical or electrical or something, there's not very much we can do right now, because there's stuff that's going to have to be taken apart and disengaged and stuff like that. What is this guy saying? Move to you? What is that? What does that even mean? Ride share type R. If any of you have any other questions, puppies are doing great. You want to let Jax in here so everybody can see Jax? I have been looking at getting a different plug. The factory yellow one is a pain. Yeah, so Justin, email me and I'll give you a couple plugs. Happy Thanksgiving to you too, Fred. Yeah, man, I can't find anybody to work for me, honestly. That's gonna be an honest, straight. You feel like your tire's gonna get ripped off? Well, then you probably should stop doing that. Hey, Jax. Hey, Bubby. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Come here. What are you doing?
Peace out.
Get out of her litter box. Anyhow, yeah, I'll send you a couple. But use the email above. If it feels like your tire's gonna get ripped off, yeah, I don't think you should be. He's really not a daddy's boy. He's her boy. She's like possessive over him now because he's like so attached to her. So he does, but he I think he respects me and appreciates me, but at the same time he's kind of a little butthead, and I have to be kind of stern with him so he doesn't take to me as well as Peyton does. He still does, jump on me and lay on me and love all over me and stuff like that, but you can tell he's like, I don't want to get too close to this guy because this guy's, he's the boss kind of thing. And he'll try to do little things around them that he won't do around me. So there's a difference for sure. Chicago needs to be like Indianapolis and be more strict on who they let in the city. Trump 2024. Yeah, I agree. But let's just keep this segment mainly about automotive stuff right here. Let's not get into that. We'll have other streams for that. My 03 Avalanche, the trans has a drain plug. Fluid is only slightly discolored. Is it okay to just drop and refill it? So, it is okay to drop and refill it. You're not really going to hurt anything by doing that. Whatever damage is done is done. Most people would say in a situation like this, you drop what's in the pan, you change the filter, you put the pan back, and then you just fill what you took out, but you don't do a complete drain and fill. Like, flush everything. What could cause the escape rack and pinion to keep going out? Friend had this thing in 3 times now. Loses power steering. Lasted 9 days back at the dealership. Well, load test the wires that supply power and ground to the rack. Obviously, there's a reason why. Is it a new rack each time, or is it the same rack that keeps going out? Because if it's the same rack that keeps going out, you probably got a bad rack. I just wanted to know why the ST motor did not last as long as my Civic Type R motor, which is and I used AMSOIL on both and kept it. Well, just because you're using AMSOIL doesn't mean you got any kind of superior maintenance protection or whatever towards how a performance vehicle. I mean, even though it's a 4-cylinder runs, AMSOIL is okay oil, but it's not It's not like, oh my God, I run AMSOIL in my car. It's supposed to last 1,000,000 miles because AMSOIL's in my car. It doesn't work that way. And you're talking the K20C1 motor. There's probably a lot more engineering put into that motor. So I mean, there's no way I could actually tell you why the ST motor didn't last as long. I I I, I don't know how to answer that. Yeah, he would have to, like Fred said, he'd have to start taking stuff apart. He'd have to get the front drive shaft out of it. But if there's things binding up in the front end anyway, and he's saying it feels like the tire and stuff's going to rip off of the thing, there's probably other stuff going on as well. Even though the drive shaft is not going to be in it, there's still, if there's some kind of damage in the front end or something's binding up in the front end, this stuff is still going to rotate. Next project is to get rid of DCT. Ford now says that's a normal sound whenever you rack and then you let go and it goes brrr, brrr, at those the VCT solenoids. They say it's normal. Now, if it's not setting a code, they say don't do anything about it. What do I think about the 2023 Power Boost? Is it worth the money? It's a workhorse for sure. I can tell you that. It's a damn good truck. I mean, for the overall aspect of how that truck is made. It's just had so many like little issues and stuff with the infotainment system and the electronics and shielding rubbing the drive shafts and stuff like that. It was just mm, or previous model shielding rubbing the drive shaft. You guys got to remember, I've been out of the dealership now for about 8 months. So you're asking me a lot of stuff on 23 vehicles that I haven't really been exposed to as much as I have previous models that I can answer a lot of questions on. It's not my wheel bearing. It's really weird. It's like something that I've never experienced before. Thank you very much for. I don't know, man. Is it binding? Is it jumping? Like it feels like if it feels like something's locked up, you're gonna damage it no matter what. You may as well either give it your best guess and trying to figure out what it is and try to make an effort to approach it that way, or stop driving it and have it flatbedded home or to a shop. Nice, nice. Let me know how you like that top scan from Top Done, the OBD scanner. I think you're gonna like it. Oh yeah, Ryan. I that was Ryan's car that we recently did the revamp on. So if you look at the picture, he's got an ultimate Lincoln Town car, and that thing is so clean. Um, we did a LSD in it. Yeah, so we put the limited slip differential in it. We upgraded to better quality metal Richmond axles in it. We went to 31 spline Richmond axles. So we went from 28 to 31s, all new bearings, new seals and stuff in the rear end, LSD in the rear end. It ended up getting new rear shocks. It ended up getting new upper and lower control arms, a brand new Watts link setup. Um, Front end got done. We rack and pinion, lower control arms. There's so much stuff we did to it, brakes and stuff all the way around, drilled and slotted rotors, and we went through the whole. There's a ton of stuff we did to the car. So yeah, we that car's been freshened up pretty good. Yeah, it had an exhaust leak that made some kind of. It almost made it sound like it was an engine tick and stuff sometimes. But once we sealed up that exhaust leak, no more problems with the engine tick sound that I was hearing. It's a different tick. It was like a more of a thump tick every once in a while. I didn't hear it anymore after that. Justin, P as in Paul, O as in Oscar, I as in India, S as in Sam, S as in Sam, O as in Oscar, Richard, RICHARD .rp@gmail.com. Again, POISSORICHARD .rp@gmail.com. How long do the cam fizzers on a 2011 3.5? I mean, it's variable. Lynch, you really can't answer stuff like that. To be honest with you, they could go at 100,000. They could go at 80,000. They could go at 140,000. Just all depends on how you and the previous to you, how well they took care of the vehicle. All that money for illegals could have been spent on helping us legal American taxpayers. You're right. Let's not get into that on this live stream. We will talk about that on another live stream. Appreciate that, Rideshare. You have to remember that even the ST had the open deck block design, so there were some little flaws and stuff even to that setup. They weren't affected as much as some of the other small bore stuff from Ford, but well, those plugs fit. Will those plugs fit on a 2022 Ford Maverick with an upgraded turbo and downpipe that were very professionally? Oh, I see. I see. Those plugs. No, because you have a metal. Yours is metal. Yeah, his made I think what was it, like 355 horsepower and close to like 380 or something foot-pounds of torque with that upgraded turbo and that 2 liter in yours. He's got a 2 liter Maverick that we upgraded the turbo and the downpipe and stuff on, and then he had it professionally tuned and everything, and that thing made like 355 horsepower to the wheels, and mind you, it's all-wheel drive. It was like 380 or something, 385 foot-pounds of torque. But he also has a SMB, I think it's SMB cold air intake, strut tower braces, a big, like, was it like a Cobb intercooler setup? Does you have like a blow off valve and all that stuff? Like it's been tastefully, very professionally done. I'm glad that you let me put the turbo and the downpipe and stuff on that. And that thing, it moves faster than that 2 liter turbo. I mean, God, in the all wheel drive, there's not very many vehicles that would be able to keep up with that Maverick off the line. That it's just a damn snot rocket off the line. Yeah, I think it's nice. Is my Ford Transit 3.7 liter worth keeping? It has 27,000 miles on it. I wonder if in the long. Yeah, keep that thing. Don't get rid of it. Ooh, Blaine, that's crazy. Honest opinion, I bought an Icon box for at home. Do you think they will hold up in the shop since you went to SEMA? Oh yeah, Fred, they're nice. They're really they've put a lot of effort into really making them pretty dang good. Cup Walker, you're a good man and one of my heroes in life. Very good soul, always trying to help. Yeah, Cup. I have my flaws though. I want to help everybody, but also at the same time, I need people to know that there's a lot of evil out there too. I need people to know about the truth. I need people to know that um, I'm not perfect. I judge when I shouldn't, but there's a lot of bad going on right now in the world. And if people don't start standing up for uh, Americans, for this country, something bad is really going to happen. You got a 2.3 liter EcoBoost Mustang. Unless you bought it out, you ain't got a 2.4. You got 2.3. 6-speed auto, 727 OS. I don't have any experience with that, Tony. at my F-150 service. The lack of customer service is unreal these days. It's almost like they don't want my business. Yeah, it's like that with a lot of dealerships right now. It's almost impossible to get a vehicle in. It's almost impossible to talk to them. They almost seem like they're inconvenienced. They're real snotty and rude to you. A lot of them have young girls that don't really have very good customer service skills that are answering the phones that almost make you feel like you're an inconvenience to them and their business. So I hate even calling them myself as the boss of the company, calling them up to talk to them. If I feel like I'm inconveniencing them sometimes, and sometimes I have to give them money. I think you got something wrong with your front diff. Jay's funny money. I think you're right. 2016 Ford F-150 infotainment center lights up, but no display. Is this common? Yeah. You probably need a new audio control module, or I don't know if that's an audio control module I've had do that. I've also had an APIM do that, but there's also some connections behind the cluster that can get some kind of corrosion or something built up in them in certain models. I forget exactly what models it was that could cause some of that. But I think what you're talking about is you need a new audio control module, a new radio itself, or the APIM. One of those three, or something's wrong with them. What's going on, Mac? You heard that the EcoBoost 2.3 was weaker than the 2.0? I mean, I would say that the 2.0 probably can handle more abuse because they're based on the same block but bore size and the amount of power that can be made. The 2.3 obviously more displacement, so it's going to make more power with boost. So I mean, it just all depends on what you want. The 2.0 can handle some abuse. It's the weak link would be either the transfer case or the transmission. 2020 F-150 2.7 liter Eco starting to shift hard. Is there a fix? Reprogram maybe? You might be able to clear the adaptive strategy and get it to run right for a little bit, or you could put it in sport mode. And if you put it in sport mode and it gets worse, like on the end of the shifter, push it into in sport mode, and it gets worse, you need a transmission. If Chicago gets worse with the immigration issue, would I consider moving? It just all depends on what my family thinks. Um, if they want to stay, then obviously I stay and I fight it. If they want to move, I get out of here and we go to like Tennessee or something like that, probably, or Wisconsin. Tennessee or Wisconsin for me. BD, yeah, if you ever get a chance, man, you want to come by and have lunch or something like that, we'll do it. What's up, hipsters and hippies? Yeah, 22.78. It's on its third 10 speed. Third transmission went at 38K. Got 61K in the truck itself, 30K in the new third trans. So the question is, should I get it serviced? I would. It's been snowing all day here, hard way, on and off. Nothing that would stick, but this morning we got up and it was like what, like half an inch? Half an inch of snow or something on the ground. And then it slowly started going away. Anyway, so the oil change guys, the oil change guy, make sure you get a hold of me. Get the oil change stuff. Information sent to me on that 7.3, the 99.73. The lighting panel, make sure you get a hold of me. Or the accessory control panel, make sure you get a hold of me. Anybody with an F-150 with the plastic plug that wants the upgraded doorman one, make sure you email me as well. Give me your credentials, your name, address, and stuff like that, and I'll send you a couple out. I've got 3 boxes of them here, so I've got enough for like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 of them. I've got enough to send 7 of them out and keep one for my shop, so I can do that. Um, why do you say that? Why do you say that, Will? I'm not that bad, man. I just, it's. I think it's people. They think that they see different personalities and stuff on here. Like they see personalities on the internet, and then they see these people in real life, and they're completely different than who they are on the videos. But when they come and see me at my shop or out in public or something like that, they're like, "Damn, this dude is the exact same way that he is online in real life." Because I got nothing to prove to nobody, and I ain't got nothing to hide. So when I like somebody, I like them to the full extent of liking them. I become their best friend. They may not know that, but I become their best friend. And if they ever need anything from me, they get it within reason. The problem is, people think this is a facade here. They think like the straightforwardness and the my forthrightness and stuff like that is different in real life, and it's really not. And it kind of shocks them because they think I'm going to be some kind of fake poser like a lot of these other YouTube personalities, and it's not. You get the exact same thing in real life, exact same thing. Nothing changes. It's just how I am. Am I not right?
Huh?
Exactly. I'm the same way in real life that I am online. I don't fake it.
You're perfect. You're just exactly like
I'm
yourself.
I'm exactly like myself. Ryan can tell you, Bob can tell you, any of the subscribers here and do business with me. It's not that people shouldn't cross me. It's I'm a very serious person, and if I find you're doing me wrong, you're talking bad about me or something like that, and I never gave you a reason to, or you're screwing my business, I'm gonna make sure you know exactly where I'm at in life, and you're gonna feel it, and it's not gonna be good because I'm a man, and I want you to know that, and I want you to know what you're doing is wrong, but I also want you to know that how you treat me and make me feel good about myself, and as a friend, as your business partner, as your mechanic, person you trust, I also want you to feel very proud of doing that, and I'm going to give you the most value in a friend or in a business or a partner or whatever it may be that you can possibly get, so you feel proud about being part of that person's life and me being part of your life. That's how you should direct yourself in life. And that's how I do. Yeah. And I'm I mean PG-13 with in real life. Okay, you could go. You don't have to sit in here.
Okay.
I was gonna say something. I don't want you to.
Okay. Peace out.
Peace out, A-Town. Go ahead, close it all the way. Yeah. So Fred's right. PG-13 on here, compared to, because I'm gay as gay can be. A lot of people think I'm like this serious dude that I'm gayer than a $2 bill. I'm prior military. I get comfortable with people. I say a lot of gay stuff, and I'm very comfortable in my own skin. I go up to my business partner, and while he's working in the middle of a car, and just bow right on a whole handful, and he turns around and he's like, "What the?" And he's like, "Oh, will you do the other side?" So I mean, I'm really a playful person and stuff in real life as well. Just a goofy dude, but at the same time, very serious as well. You could call me out as long as it's no, no, no. neighbor Bob. There, the f bombs aren't coming. That's not. Um, you could call me out on stuff that if you know I'm 100% wrong and you want to tell me that, hey, you're wrong and this is why you're wrong, and I read what you say, and if I can read it and be like, you know what, Charles is right. But if I'm giving you my opinion on something, or I'm showing you how something works, and I'm kind of giving you guidance on what to do, and you disagree with me, and it's your opinion versus mine, I ain't got time for all that. Save that for somebody else. Because if it's two opinions against each other's opinions, and it's over how to fix a car the right way, or why this operates that way, and you really don't know, I don't want to hear it. It's a waste of time for both of us, and it ain't even worth talking about. But if you have something to say, hey, this is why you're wrong, and this is what it is, okay, I'm wrong then. But nobody ever presents it that way. They come forward with, oh, you're so stupid, and it doesn't work that way. It works this way, and I can't believe you're explaining it that way. What did you just do with what you said? Absolutely nothing. You did nothing. You didn't explain anything to anybody. You threw a lot of accusations around. You look like a little child while you're doing it, and now I have to put you in your place. You either get blocked, or I tell you, hey, one strike, you can run your mouth as much as you want, but if you start personalizing it, then I have a problem. The second time, you're gone. It's just how it works, and if people don't like it, they don't have to be here. Somebody made a comment about not crossing me, Brian, so kind of explaining my personality. I'm not perfect by any means. I have my own flaws. I have my own little things that I'm stubborn about, that it's just me. Either people like it and they're okay with it, or they don't and they're just like, this dude's not my cup of tea. Okay, that's great. It's the same way with Ryan. It's the same way with Young. It's the same way with Brian. It's the same way with everybody. There's things about people sometimes that do kind of get under your skin a little bit, but the majority of who they are you like. So you learn to deal with it because they're worth putting that effort into. You know, it's just how it is. Some people are worth it, some people aren't. I am human resources. Junkyard Dog. Is this Tom? Tom, is that your name on here? Junkyard Dog? Oh, yeah, he knows. He's my new tech that I have in some of the intros of my videos. Exactly, Will. You're absolutely right. Where's Fluffy at? Ah, that's my other boyfriend right there. We bump bellies. That's how we like to do it. We bump bellies. We make a lot of money bumping bellies. Yeah, Justin said they're called ask holes. They ask your opinion and do the complete opposite. I love that. I should put that on a shirt. I should put that ask holes like on the front, or what do you call somebody that asks your opinion but does the opposite, and then have like an arrow pointing to the back? Ask holes. Ah, so Junkyard Dog, he is my new tech. That's Tom, guys. Junkyard Dog. It says it's me. He's my new tech that I hired. He's been working out pretty good, man. Obviously, you learn anybody, but he'll tell you. I buy lunches for the guys. I buy random things for the guys. Whatever the shop needs or something, I try to get it taken care of right away. I'm slowly trying to make the shop better and cleaner and more efficient, and I'm really trying to do everything that I can to make the guys happy at work. It's going to be a slow process, but that's my main goal is to make everybody there happy and comfortable in their environment. And that's just, I just want to take care of them. I don't want them to ever feel like I did working for somebody else before I became the boss. Yeah, Fluffy's right. You know, we're normal people. We live normal lives just like you guys do, except there's a big portion of our time that we give to you guys because of our profession and what we've learned. And we try to help out other people. And we do have technicians' attitudes. You know, we've dealt with it. We've been run through the ringer and stuff like that. We've abused our body and put our minds and our families on the line for so many years. And you know, that's going to get to you. I could be your best friend or your worst enemy. Just it's up to you. I appreciate that, Charles. Boss Lady Luna, how are you? Hope you have a great week as well. Yeah, yeah, that's another good one, neighbor Bob. Things will come along. A lot of management forget about the employees. My guys will tell you, I'm worried about them first. I never side with a customer over them unless I know they blatantly did something wrong because they didn't like a customer or something like that. And I always try to make sure they are put before anybody else because they're the ones that make the business run. Air Dog, Illinois. Oh, Waylon, that's pretty cool. Well, Fluffy might, but I love bumping it. It don't matter who does. Nikki's Euros. Man, oh my God. Yep. Yep. Junkyard knows. And then Jay went over to Nikki's after I recommended Nikki's on 58th and Kedzie. Santa, you know if you were locked in a prison cell with Fluffy, you'd be okay, baby. You'd have an arch in that back. I can't say that online. I'm not supposed to be saying that. Ah, yeah, that's true. Table muscles. Oh, bumping bellies. Taking the town car downtown Chicago tomorrow. Gotta go. So, did you see Bob? Bob sent no was it who was it? It wasn't Bob. It was Junkyard Dog. He sent me a link earlier today. There's a dude on freaking Marketplace that has like a 2000, what is it? What did you was it? An '05 Marauder? The wheels, everything, no rusted out body or anything, maybe a couple spots here or there. Complete car. I guess the way the guy has it listed, he says it runs great. $5,500 for this thing. 5,500 bucks for this thing. A Marauder, 32 valve, 300 horse, whatever, blah blah blah. 5,500 bucks. Oh, I gotta go. I gotta go. Gotta go out here and get this roast. Let's see what it looks like. I'm gonna set you guys down.
You take the rest.
No, I'm gonna go do it. Sorry, I forgot. I hope it's not dry.
Hey.
Hey, me. Yeah, that's a real Christmas tree. We go out to Indiana every year to a Hensler's farm and pick up a Christmas tree, and then on the way back, stop in Maryville at the at the Olive Garden, and then we have brunch as a family. Let me get this rib roast and bring it in right now. Don't come over here. No, don't come over here right now. I just busted ass over. Or, I mean, I farted over here. Sorry. Shouldn't say that. What are you getting?
Ice cream.
She's looking for something.
Oh yeah, never could.
Oh, cooking utensils?
Yeah, they're in here.
I think it's right on the money. I think it's gonna be all right, baby. It's only 126 inside. Yeah, some parts are 133, some parts are 126. Yeah, it's prime rib roast. They're on sale right now for holidays.
This.
Yeah, we have it's Bluetooth to our phone, so we actually know what the temperature is being sent to our phone constantly. The cat, she's always meowing. She in the morning, in the afternoon, at night, she really likes food, she likes attention, and she likes her little treats from time to time. She's old. She deserves it, and she knows how to get away with it, and we cater to her because she is old. She's 14 years old.
How long do cats last?
Well, Stubert was what, 19?
19 to 20? 18? Around that time.
Stubert was what, 18, 19 when he passed?
Mom.
Yeah. Anyway,
We're just gonna say that.
she's still pretty healthy overall, so. Let's get her
Medicine.
thyroid medicine real quick. Give me the little dish for her, please. She's kind of a needy cat. You gotta hold it up a little bit more, baby.
I know, I just did it wrong.
Have a bunch of compressed air. Can I have the dish?
Very, very tiny dish.
And what are you doing here? You want me to do it? I'll do it. I got it. You don't gotta do it.
Can you sit that in
Do you want me to make you anything? Okay. What do you think? Let it rest about 10 minutes or? When we have prime ribs, sometimes we don't even fix sides. We just sit down and we just eat the meat. Sometimes we're just meat people. We don't need sides. I'm not sure yet. I'm fixing her little concoction. She takes some thyroid medication, and we noticed that she was acting a little funny going to the bathroom and stuff. And the vet did some blood tests on her and found out she needs thyroid med to increase the function of her thyroid, or decrease, or whatever it was. And it's actually it's worked quite a bit. Her numbers came back into a normal range, and she's been way more active. So I got to take like half of one of these pills. It's called, what is this called? What the hell is this called? Methmazole, 5 milligrams. So she gets 2.5 in the morning and 2.5 at night. And I take half of one. Then I take a spoon, crush it up. Me and her, we do this every day. Sometimes Mama helps, but mainly it's I do this. It's kind of my thing because I get up early with her. I crush it up into this powder substance in the bottom of this bowl, and then. Did you already eat dinner?
Me? Yeah.
What'd you eat?
I had a hot dog with some mashed potatoes.
What'd you make for me?
I didn't make you anything.
How come
I
you
made you
didn't?
eggs.
I'm gonna make you some eggs, boy.
I make really good eggs.
I'm gonna make you some eggs, boy. I'm gonna make you fall in love with me. I'm gonna make you some eggs, boy.
Stop it. I make good eggs.
You do a good job. I'm gonna make you some eggs, boy. And then she likes this gravy. Yeah, I make cauliflower crust pizza, almond flour crust pizza, fathead dough pizza, regular Italian pizza. I cook, man. I cook a lot. I could have my own channel with nothing but cooking if I really wanted to. I just don't do as much of it anymore. I have my own barbecue sauce recipe. I got all kind of stuff. I was gonna make tamales this weekend, but didn't work out. Gato. Come here, girl. Cash, go. Leave her alone. Did I miss some questions here? The little one, she mainly makes scrambled eggs. She could do the other ones, I'm sure. It's just a little bit of... Yeah, I need to get back to the carnivore diet. I was doing really good on the carnivore diet, and I felt amazing. I need to get back to it. Maybe today. Maybe today will be the day I... Huh. It sounds good. You know, you have to be in that... You have to be in that mental state. You got to be in that mental capacity to commit to something. I feel like right now is actually pretty good. I probably could commit to it right now, and I would be completely fine. I haven't thought about it. I haven't had anybody like bring it up or anything to... I could commit to it. I probably should just start doing it. Jenna, is this your yarn? Or is it Mom's? Huh? Is this your yarn or is it Mom's? It's yours? Are you putting this box right here or what? This is the box you took from the counter. Or no? Here. Clearing the spot right here on the counter. We're doing Christmas decorating, so we got stuff kind of all over the place. Okay, so cut into this. You want a treat? Who wants a treat? Who wants a treat? I got these like dried liver cubes, pure liver. They love them. They're organs for the dogs. Want this? Good girl. Come here, Jack. Come here, Jack. Good boy. Good puppies. You guys want some beef jerky? Come here. Me and Bob went shopping. He's one of the moderators here. They have these end pieces at Menards. You get a whole sock of them for like $7. I use them as treats for the dogs. And I'll grab a couple for myself every once in a while. Ooh, fried cabbage and ham. Man. Some people do that as a diet by itself. They eat nothing but cabbage and beef or cabbage and like ham. That's all they do, because ham's got a lot of potassium, so it keeps your potassium levels higher, so you're not going through as many withdrawals with cramping and stuff like that. So cabbage and ham, if you could eat that every single day as a diet, you lose a lot of weight. But you've had everything. You've had the treats. You've had the snacks. You've had the... Girl, you ain't getting no more. Let's see. Get you guys over here. Here's a lock for this cleaver. I've had this for about 7-8 years. And then there's a sharpener right here in the end of it. So when you pull it in and out, look at that, just fall right up. Rare. Perfectly done. This 5.8 pound prime rib roast cost us $34. It's like an $80 roast, but they're on sale right now for the holiday. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing. It's absolutely delicious. $2.25 for right at about 3 hours. Yeah, $2.25 for right at about between 3.5 hours. Internal temperature about 125 to 130 degrees. All right. Since I won't be needing this, I have a special knife that I bring out for the holidays, and I only bring it out on the holidays. This is, see this tag on here, 75% off? The other tag that's behind it was like 50% off. And then they marked this down again, 75% off. This is a carving knife. It's a Henkel's carving knife. And it was like $150, $175 for this knife. But nobody was buying this one particular knife. So they marked it down, The new model came out. Then they marked it down again. I ended up picking up this $175 knife for like 28 bucks is what I ended up picking it up for, with all the discounts and the holiday savings. It was at Bed Bath & Beyond. You want a thin slice, dear? Babe. Honey. Sarah. Hey. Where's Mom? Ask her if she wants a thin slice so she can eat it. Easy. Do you want a thin slice so you can eat it easier? I'm going to slice it thin, okay? I've never even sharpened this knife at all yet. It's still the same sharpness from when, looks like a piece of tuna inside here. Just perfectly the same pink all the way through. This is done absolutely perfectly. And I use a mayonnaise for the crust. I cover the prime rib in mayonnaise, and then I do my seasoning on the outside. So I'll use some Gibson steak seasoning, and then I smoke the meat. You guys want some? Is that why you're sitting here begging? Here. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, there's a good piece right there. No, stop that. No, no, no. We're not going to start crying over it. I've got some pieces I put away for you guys and for me. Look at that. It's got like a backing of straight meat on one side and then straight. Ah. That's beautiful.
It's good, huh? You want me to cut it up for you?
Thank you.
There's a good piece right here if you want.
I just want a couple. I should have eaten.
Doesn't mean I can't cut it, right?
Big. The yellow cup.
I'll get it. I'll get it right now. Give the puppy some water. Give them water. These are my favorite pieces that have like the extra fat and then half meat, half fat. I like those the best. You guys can't have all the fat. Sorry, puppies. You guys can have the meat though. Want meat? That's too much fat for you. Jax? That's too much fat for you. Hey. You missed it that time. Here. Jesus Christ. Yeah, but why do you think that you shouldn't give a dog a lot of fat? If you do a basic, quick Google search, some people know, some people don't know. Dogs don't produce a lot of bile, or they don't produce enough bile to break down heavy fat diets. So some fat is important, but dogs shouldn't have a lot of fat. It's not good for their diet because they don't break it down as easy as we do. Okay. Well, who's been here with me the longest? Who's been on the channel the longest? Remember, I can click on your icons and I can actually go to your page and verify. Do you know who's been here the longest? Patricia, do you know me? Is it Jana or Gina, Louisiana? So you're from Gina, Louisiana. What you guys still have that Ford dealer in town? The Ford dealer that and you saying you don't know me, right? Because I used to work in that town. That Ford dealer, and then there was I mean, it's right. It wasn't too far from Pollock, Louisiana, and Alexandria, Louisiana. I used to work in that town, and right across the street from the Ford dealer was what was it across the street from the Ford dealer? There's a Walmart right up the street from the Ford dealer. Was it a Walmart? Was it? It wasn't a Walmart. What was it? Or was that a Tractor Supply that was right there? Yeah, loan company. There's an old white man that owns the loan company. Or I know who you're talking about. I know. Yeah, that's the. I used to work in that town. Is the Ford dealer? Does it have the name Wood in it? WOOD. Yeah. So I think it's a coincidence that you're here, but I used to work for that dealership. You're letting the cat out of the bag right now. Because I've told stories and I've never said the name of the dealership that I told the stories about. Ah, oh, Patricia. Mm-mm-mm. And you don't know me. This is awkward now. Yeah. Well, I used to work for that Ford dealer. They moved me down there. Maybe I shouldn't say anything. I should just keep my mouth shut. I'm gonna refrain from. I'm not gonna say anything else about that dealership. Let's just keep it between us. And I think you probably already know what I'm talking about. If you'd like to email me, you can email me and we can talk. But Poisso, Poisso, Richard, Richard .rp@gmail.com. And we could talk about the Ford dealer, us, and not all of social media land. Yeah. Some of you guys don't know, Gina, Louisiana is a little small town outside of Pollock, Louisiana, which is a little small town outside of Alexandria, Louisiana, which is a decent sized town. They're pretty big. And Fort Polk is about 45 minutes to an hour from there. So I used to live in Pollock, Louisiana on a little farm, a horse ranch. And they had quarter horses there. And I don't know if it's some thoroughbreds or whatever, but some quarter horses there. They use them as barrel horses. And it was 400 acres of land. And I lived on this property, on the backside of this property, in a really long trailer. I lived in a trailer. But my land, I had about 1.5 acres, 2 acres of land. And this trailer was a nicer trailer. And it was the Coleman Ranch. And the Coleman girls are known in Louisiana, in that area, because they're very good, very well-known named roping horses. The girls are phenomenal. They were born and raised and bred on horses, barrel racing, every kind of racing that these girls can do it. Their family's athletic, and they've always been around horses for a long time. So if you look up Veronica Coleman and you look up Tanya Coleman, you'll see that the girls from that area are very well known, very good at what they do. And I lived on their property, and I commuted from Pollock, Louisiana to Gina, Louisiana every day, Monday through Friday, sometimes on Saturdays, to work there at the Ford dealer as the lead Ford tech. And let's just say, nothing against Gina, Louisiana, but there ain't a lot of very well qualified, certified, factory trained Ford technicians trying to get a job there. Most guys with my credentials and my schooling and stuff like that, they don't want to be in towns like that unless they're getting paid, $40, $50 an hour to be there and stay there, making it well worth their time. So the people that we had working there, they didn't really have a lot of certifications. They didn't really have a lot of knowledge in fixing everything from front to back, top to bottom. And it's hard to get certified technicians in those towns that want to be in those towns, because a lot of the smaller towns like that, they end up getting ate up with, the good old boy system. As long as you know somebody, you're good. A lot of drugs start running rampant in the small towns and stuff like that because people ain't got nothing to do. I remember had my four-wheeler out next to the house and had my battery stole out of it so they could sell it for meth, or have the tires pulled off my truck or something like that, or battery taken out of my truck. And I'm like, man, this is crazy, man. Just simple stuff stolen so somebody could turn around and make a quick $20-$30 so they can go buy some meth. And it got to the point where I just didn't want to be around any of that. The name sounds familiar. Charlie Thompson name sounds familiar. But Gina, Louisiana is a very rich town in oil. I think they call it what they would call oil money in that town. A lot of the boys there, they work offshore. They do a lot of oil drilling. There's a lot of money in Gina, but there's a lot of money in Gina that people don't like to come off of. A lot of the guys there will drive some really, really, really high-end $150,000 trucks, $250,000, $300,000 trucks, welding rigs. They're just outfitted to the max in that town. And the issue that I see is the development and the growth is just not there for a small town like that to make it bigger than what it is. And some people, they want it to stay that way. They don't want it to grow and make it bigger than what it is. So just all depends on how you want to look at things in life. No one wants your bag. Oh yeah, I had the same thing when I was there. Right, a lot of like you, Patricia. You retired there, right? Didn't you say you and your husband are retired there? You done with this, baby? Yeah. I'm gonna put it away, all right? I'm just gonna put it in the bag. I remember I would stop at the Walmart on the way out, or if you go down past the Ford dealer, and I think it's There's a left that you can take. Kind of goes back on an angle. Kind of goes over on an angle. Take you. But I think if you keep going past the Ford dealer, there's a barbecue joint run out there by a black family. Absolutely delicious food. Love going to there. So every day for lunch, or every couple days for lunch, every other day, I'd go get wings or rib tips or whatever it be at that barbecue stand. Phenomenal food. They got like a area where you can set up, put like dining back behind it. You can do some parties back behind it and stuff like that. It's just a little hole in the wall place in the middle of, just in the middle of somebody's housing area, you know. You got to know where it's at to find it, typically. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, Patricia, but if you do know, and you know the name. What's up, Jay? All right, Raymond, I catch you. I copy. Let's just say the reason yeah. Shannon said, bless you. Thank you. We just quit saying bless you because we have to say it so much. Her allergies are bad. Real bad. So we just get to the point where we're just like, it's normal. You want me to give them the bones or no? Sure. I mean, they have had a lot of meat already. You want to wait, or or do you think it's okay? I'm gonna give it to him. Okay. Hey, here you go. Jax don't know what to do with his rib bone. Just chew it right there, buddy. There you go. It's his first prime rib bone. I think Grandma said the same thing. After 3, you don't get no more. He wants to go in his cage. Go ahead, buddy. You okay? You go in your cage. Here, Jack. Wash my hands real quick. Get some of this grease off of them. Such a small world, Patricia. Small world. How old are you, Patricia? You said you're retired. How old are you and your husband? If you don't mind me asking. I mean, no disrespect. I just like to know. If you don't want to answer, you don't have to. Okay, all right. Who changes your oil? Who's the no dessert tonight? No. The little one, she had ice cream. Me, I'm not gonna do dessert. I didn't really eat dinner. I just snacked on a few pieces of meat. I use a little bit of horseradish with mine. Trying to get Patricia to respond to who changes her oil on her. What kind of car do you have and who changes your oil? Yeah, I don't like walking away from it and leaving it here. I try to clean everything that I possibly can. Other than the small dishes, that goes in the dishwasher. Husband changes it? Okay, what kind of car do you drive and what kind of... Here's what I'll do for you, Patricia. So you email me so I can say hi to you, not on here. I did a giveaway where I gave away 2 oil changes and I send the stuff directly to your house. I already gave 1 oil change away tonight. I'm going to give the other oil change away to you. So if you email me and you tell me what filter you want, I need the number that your husband uses, and I need the brand that he wants, and I need the exact type of oil and weight, and I will send it to your house. Ask your husband what information on the oil change he can give you, and I'll give that oil change to you guys for free. I'm going to Amazon it to your house. God bless you. Neighbor Bob, you get an oil change as well. Send me the information. I'll send the oil and the filter to your house. Oh, it's already been posted, fella. Can somebody post the email in the comment section again, please? Prime rib. And I use this Beaver creamy horseradish. Prime rib. Appreciate you too. Again, I'm going to go ahead and give you my email again. No, there's no N. POISSORICHARD.RP@gmail.com. There's no N and there's another S. So, Randall, that name is incorrect. It's beautifully done. I appreciate that, Dobby. I appreciate that, Jose. That's good. There's one thing I don't like doing. My really expensive or my nice knives that I care about, I don't like putting them in the dishwasher. And I try not to use soap on them if I don't know, I'm weird about that. I like to just use hot water and I wipe them off. On my good knives. Oh, bad gas. Bad gas today. It's all that holiday food coming back up. Do you know someone named Keyhole up here? No? Only people I really knew were at the dealership. You have a stutter, is that catalytic converter? Maybe not. Maybe timing. Maybe tune up. Maybe throttle body. The rotten egg thing is not only when driving, it's when the vehicle's running. You don't have to be driving. Yeah. Like he said, could be torque converter. Could be a couple things. I've had that issue with Transits and the Explorers. It feel like a stutter when you go to take off, or it'll be a shudder every once in a while. There's a difference between a stutter and a shudder. To me, a stutter is when I go to hit the gas, it starts breaking up and it's just kind of all over the place. It's kind of stuttering a little bit, doesn't want to move, and then it kind of catches and goes. And then there's a shudder, which is the vibration felt when already moving, and it could be specific RPM related, it could be gear related. Yeah, Mike, I can get that taken care of for you. Yeah, Chris, I would say so. The older Camrys and stuff were not very clean. Ran good, not very clean. It could be ignition coil, Sean, but you be just throwing parts at it at that point, man. You have to address the situation like, do you want to throw parts at it, or do you want to diagnose it? You know, if you don't have access to a scan tool so you can actually monitor what's going on with the cylinder, pull the plugs out of it, get an idea on what the plugs look like. There's a number of things that you could do. Yeah, and again, what Fred's saying is the check engine light on. If you have a check engine light on, you're going to want to figure out what codes are stored so you can kind of get an idea on where you want to go. So you're not just throwing parts at it. Oh yeah. Is it Busa? Is that how you say your name? Is it Busa? Yeah. Yeah, that that headrest thing, it's very common with those Explorers. Well, 2018 had the updated programming. 2018 had the transfer case control module is where the passenger side floor is, kind of up underneath where the heater box is. It's mounted right there. And 2018 Plus had the updated programming where it will not let the vehicle be in two-wheel drive until you've at least driven a half a mile or a certain temperature is reached. It could be more than a half a mile before it will disengage the four-wheel drive system on the vehicle, which means the front IWEs, even though the transfer case isn't engaged, the IWEs are, and basically what they say is they're trying to give the vehicle time to build vacuum sufficiently to unlock the integrated wheel ends, which are your wheel hubs. So, you got to go drive the vehicle for a while before you can even diagnose the vehicle if you're doing it while it's running. First thing you need to do is pull the lines off of the IWEs and manually apply vacuum with a vacuum gun. You can get them at Harbor Freight. And I'd put, 15 inches of vacuum somewhere around there. And see if the tire spins freely with no clicking while the front end's off the ground. And then do the passenger side as well. And use process of elimination. If everything's free and there's no grinding and clicking going on, then move to the vacuum lines and plug your vacuum line back in at the IWE, go up top, driver side firewall where the IWE solenoid is. It's up on the firewall. So one solenoid's got the plastic line running down. Unplug that plastic line, plug your vacuum gauge in up top, your vacuum gun, and apply the same vacuum that you did down at the IWEs on the other side of the line. And if it holds vacuum, now you've checked your line integrity. That's good. Then you move to your IWE solenoid. You can actually take your vacuum gun, hook it right onto the solenoid port, and while the vehicle's still running, remember, every time you cycle the key, you got to drive it half a mile again, half a mile again, half a mile again. It's very annoying. So if you shut the key off while you're testing that vacuum solenoid, you're going to have to go drive it a half a mile again before you can even test that solenoid. Anyway, you can actually check from the solenoid down what kind of vacuum it's supplying, and then you can pull the other tube off to see what kind of vacuum is going to the actual solenoid from the engine. If everything checks out, there's a check valve that they upgrade from on the firewall. It goes from a black Motorcraft check valve to an updated blue one. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. But that's how you diagnose that system. Everything that I just told you is how you diagnose that system. Other than checking to make sure power and ground are there, which you can't check power and ground until you've driven a half mile in. That's how to diagnose the system. So if you do that, you're going to find out what's wrong with your vehicle. If it's IWE related, you could have bad IWEs, you could have bad wheel bearings. '18 F-150 5-liter. Should I replace the transmission filter at this mileage? If it hasn't been done yet, I got it with 73,000. Don't know if it was done before that. I mean, Rich, you got to look at it this way. If you don't, you're damned. If you do and something happens, you're damned. But if you don't do it, you could cause a problem. And if you do it, you could cause a problem. So I would drop the pan, put a new filter in it, and at least do 5 or 6 quarts of oil, whatever comes out with the pan. At least that way you're kind of freshening up the oil a little bit, and you're putting a new filter in there. It needs to be done. The thing that sucks is It's a 2018 with a 10-speed. I hope, well, I think you could have still got 6-speed in some of those, depending on how it was ordered. Or was it all, from 2018 on, was all 10-speed in those? I think you could have still got the 6-speed, no? I forget how that goes. Let me see. Okay, 2000 Lincoln Town Car. Doesn't that have dual cats? One top, one bottom. You can delete the bottoms, but you can't delete the tops, unless you get some kind of programming done, which I don't recommend doing. They make a set of catted longitudinal headers, 100 micron cats for that. Could be one of the airlines, or could be the IWEs themselves. What's up, Cheap Rolling? All is well, Dave. Yeah, I don't particularly let people use my kitchen knives. I mean, if you're not having to add oil and it's staying full, I wouldn't fool with it. I need to make a video on this and show you all something real quick. It'll change your life if you don't do it. Now, you see this grate here? How dirty it is? Here, and how shiny it is here, and I barely put any effort into it. I didn't use no soap or anything. Right there, it don't mess up the stainless steel. Right there. Just that little bit, it's gone. But you sit here and scrub it with soap and a scrub pad and everything else all day long. That's your friend right there. Make it look brand new every single time you touch it. And normally you have to soak them, you have to do everything else. You make it look brand new every time, just comes right off. So if you didn't know, now you know. whole thing. How many of y'all knew that? Yeah, they've said something about production of EV crap. They keep changing their mind over and over and over and over again, and all kinds of stuff they're doing. So I don't even pay. Ford's been acting like a bunch of knuckleheads lately. They keep coming up with new stuff, with the EV stuff, with the UAW stuff. Some people are still saying certain entities of the UAW still ain't happy, and they're still fighting for this and that and that. I don't even care anymore. All right, guys. I'm done. Unless y'all got any more questions, I'm off of here. If you guys got more questions, I'll answer a few more. But my dishes for tonight is finished. Finito. Y'all ever see one of these? You see one of these things? I don't know if they work or not. Two 2006 Ford Explorer, great vehicle. Look at this. Watch what happens. You ever seen something like this? There's like a couple little electrical probes in the bottom of this thing, and you hit the button here, and it's supposed to do some kind of reaction where it adds hydrogen to your water by interacting with the molecules or something in a specific way, and it's supposed to be healthier for your digestive tract and your immune system, and it's a process of how it creates hydrogen. I never seen anything like it, so I said, you know what? I'll try using it, see if it does anything. $3,800, best engine in the world. It's one of the best. Yeah, 4.3. Some people could say as well. Some people could say Ford's 300 cubic inch. You ain't never gonna find an engine that beats that. Other people say it's a small block 350. Other people say it's an LS 53. I think it's the Ford 300. It depends on what your version of a ripoff is, man. Sometimes if it's a deep diagnosis and they got to get into it for a few hours, that's what it costs. Unfortunately. Yeah, 3,800 is pretty strong, but I want to say the Ford 300 cubic inch is probably the most bulletproof, because it was never meant to be in a vehicle anyway. It was implementation. When did you get that? That's pretty cool, Jay. I didn't know you got promoted. The best engine overall that I've ever run. It is like super reliable. I'd have to say it's a 462 valve. I would take a 462 valve over a Chevy anything, to be honest with you. I like the 462 valve. It's very simple. It's very easy. You don't need to take timing chains and everything off of. You got some kind of lifter problem or rocker problem or something. There's all kind of different ways and tricks that you can sneak things in and out. And it's an overhead valve engine, which means it's going to be more volumetric efficient than a pushrod engine. So I'm kind of biased towards the 4.62 valve. Okay. Okay, if we're done, we're done. I'm getting off. I'm gonna get off of here. Tomorrow, I think tomorrow morning's video is gonna be my top 5 most reliable pickup trucks of all time. I haven't done that, but I'm gonna be doing it to consider all pickup trucks. Have a great night, everybody. And I do, Neighbor Bob, I would like to do that one day, like as a retirement thing. Everybody, take care. Have a great night. Be blessed. Thank you for being here. As always, I love y'all. Without you, this is not possible. And trouble. Good night. Thanks for making it happen. Thanks for allowing a brother to be real and not sugarcoat stuff even when I'm wrong. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.